Yeah. Okay. Run. Okay, let's go.
너는 한 100m 우리 자리 학교 끝나면 회사 갈래 지금 바로 다 갈게 제발 집엔 보내지 마세요 같은 그날의 꿈꿔 멍소리치라는 뜻 I don't wanna go back again
Let's go.
10년을 wait from the bottom I got you back 우리 좀 빨라 Let's have a make 제발 we got us And tell me what you wanna If you live fast let us die young 어느새 에너지 Make it move left and right 그게 누구든지 Make it move left and right 보면 party 우리 가솔린 It's good Are you ready?
Okay, let's go. Run, bulletproof, run. Yeah, you got it. Run, bulletproof.
Ladies and gentlemen, your boys survived the Great Ticket War and will be seeing BTS Sunday, August 16th at 8 p.m. in AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. It was quite the journey. I have a little bit of footage for you, but we'll get right into that here in just a moment about what it was like to go through this process. I had been warned for these past 2 years about what to expect when the boys came back, and boy was I personally not ready. I don't think there was anything that could get you ready for what I was about to experience and what you all had to experience. Now, I am very upset because even though I did manage to snag tickets, there are some of you who unfortunately were not able to. Lots of resale, lots of bots, and lots of scalpers out there. We'll get into that here in just a moment. But first, I kind of want to take y'all through the stress, the agony that I had to go through. Unfortunately, I think my camera died during this process of me actually getting tickets. I wanted to take you guys through what it was like for me to be in this chair, getting ready with you guys to buy the tickets, to end up getting the tickets. I'll show you that process and then a little bit of my personal opinions and thoughts after I had bought the tickets and seen the results of the process of everybody having to go through everything on hell and back on Ticketmaster and SeatGeek.
I can't lie to y'all. I'm a little bit nervous. It's currently 1:54 right now. We're getting close to queuing up and it's coming. I've already had a few of you reach out to me, wishing me good luck, hoping that I got the tickets. And that means a lot because I really need the positivity and stuff right now. I've seen a lot of people get tickets on TikTok. I've seen a lot of people not get tickets on TikTok. I've also seen the price range for the tickets because some people were kind enough to let you guys know ahead of time, or let people know ahead of time, all armies, this is what it's about looking like. Think to spend about this much. I said I was gonna go for floor or section 100. I might go for up to section 200. Honestly, I'm just gonna grab what I can grab. I'm not even gonna waste no time. I don't wanna waste any time. Hopefully I get into the queue pretty early, and that way I can select tickets, because I know the way that some of you move with y'all's hands and y'all be practicing clicking on the goddamn mouse, it's probably about to be a bit tough. I won't lie to y'all, I'm a bit scared, I'm a bit nervous. I got everything already set up. I got my Army membership ready to go so I can look at it to enter it. I made sure that I heard that on SeatGeek, the emails don't have to match. However, on Ticketmaster, the emails have to match in order for you to even be entered into the queue. However, I took no chances. I used the exact same email address as Weaver's, so no issues there. I already pre-saved my card. We're just hoping for the best at this point. Whether we get them, whether we don't, I do want to post this video as a way for future references for anybody who's going for BTS tickets for the future, or any of the members individually, what to kind of expect. I've never bought only 2 events, and one of them being Arlington. I can't exactly remember the other one. Only 2 events are being held on SeatGeek. I've never used SeatGeek personally. I've always used Ticketmaster even when we went to see the Lakers play just recently in San Antonio. I used Ticketmaster when I've gone to see the Rangers play against the Athletics and the Astros. I used Ticketmaster. When I went to see Jin, I used Ticketmaster. I'm not familiar with SeatGeek. I imagine it's the same. It's just relatively the same kind of feel and stuff, but it's a different website. And so again, another reason to make me a little bit nervous.
And ladies and gentlemen, that is where I'm actually going to have to intervene. Let me give my quick comments on how I feel towards using Ticketmaster versus using SeatGeek. Now, you guys leave a comment in the comment section down below how you feel towards Ticketmaster and SeatGeek, which you prefer. Do you like them? Do you not like either of them? You guys let me know, but let me go ahead and tell you right off the bat, I had no idea what to expect when it came to SeatGeek. I thought it may be a little bit similar, and it kind of is. However, in my opinion, Ticketmaster is 3 million, quadrillion, trillion, whatever the hell kind of number, the highest number you can freaking think of. It is that much times better than SeatGeek. Holy crap, is SeatGeek a freaking nightmare. And it's not just me who feels this way. All the TikTok videos I saw, all the comments that I got, all the comments in the TikTok videos, everyone who had to use SeatGeek seems like they absolutely hated it as much as I did. Now, one of the things I absolutely hate about SeatGeek is once you're in the queue, all you're gonna get is this orange little bar, and it's gonna move from left to right, kind of the same way it does for Ticketmaster. However, I will say how I got the tickets was on my mobile phone, and actually, there's a little bit of a story I'm going to give you guys later that kind of gets a little bit crazy and a little bit hectic for me, which is why this video is being posted so late. However, when I did the pre-sale and the general ticket selling date, I had way better luck on my phone than I did on my PC, which, by the way, I tested my internet before I did any of this. Absolutely bonkers on how fast my internet was actually going. But let me just say, my internet was running at absolutely top speeds on my PC. I did what some of you guys did. I opened many tabs and hoped for better chances. However, on my PC, that bar never freaking moved, which you're gonna see a bit later. But on my mobile phone, it moved quickly, and actually, well, quicker, because again, you're gonna see how long I was in that queue before I finally got in to get those tickets. But on both days, my bar actually moved on my mobile phone. On my PC, the bar never moved once. Even if I was the last person in line, that bar's gotta move little by little. I know people were checking out. I know because I was one of them. As people are checking out, that bar should move. And this is an issue that it seems like a lot of people had on SeatGeek. I was not the only one. Lots of people were reporting on TikTok that their bar on their PC was not moving. That little orange bar never went from left to right. It stayed in that one spot. But on my mobile phone, I had lots of more luck. So moving forward, maybe the mobile phone is just the way to go. And that's the problem. You just get a bar. At least in Ticketmaster, I know whether I'm 16,000th in line or I'm 72,000th in line, which, by the way, I saw a lot of people's numbers when they first entered the queue. Good Lord, there were people in the hundreds of thousands. I don't know what I was on SeatGeek, but let me tell you, I'm glad that I was lucky enough to get in and get tickets. But it would be nice to have a number that keeps me kind of up to date and on track of where I am exactly in line. That's pretty much my one and only complaint. I do like that SeatGeek uses Affirm as opposed to Ticketmaster. I don't believe Ticketmaster does, unless I'm completely wrong here. I don't believe it does. I believe it uses PayPal. Me personally, I would prefer to use Affirm just because I've used Affirm in the past. Affirm is better to use, and I do prefer that on SeatGeek as opposed to using PayPal on Ticketmaster. But you guys add any more differences or similarities or anything like that that you like or don't like about either Ticketmaster or SeatGeek in the comment section down below.
I'm hoping you all got tickets. Even if I got them or I didn't get them, I hope you all got tickets, and that you're able to go see BTS wherever it is that you wanted to go see them. So we're going for strictly Arlington. I'm going for August, the August 15th date. I don't want any other date. There is the Sunday. If I have to go to the Sunday, I will. However, I was seeing, because people had multiple I was seeing on TikTok that people were posting, they were actually getting mad because they had multiple windows open. Ticketmaster detected it as weird activity. And so because of that, it was kicking them out of the queue and stuff because they had multiple windows open. As for instance, for, let's say they were going for Arlington, they had the 15th and the 16th open, 2 different dates, but because there's 2 different windows open, they flagged him for this and kicked him out of the queue. Also, I thought it was a bit interesting and weird, side note here, that Weverse actually updated their app today. They chose all days to update their app, and apparently it's just for like the listening parties and stuff like that, but I think it was weird. It was interesting. Something about it, I don't know, it's just kind of weird that they chose the 22nd, the day they know that tickets will go on pre-sale and stuff like that, to update their app. Very interesting there. I'm sure it's nothing, but very suspicious, Weverse. I'm on to you. So I'm signing out for now. My alarm actually just went off, so I'm signing out for now, and I'll see you guys in just a moment. So I had to enter, I went ahead at 2 o'clock. It wanted me to go ahead and enter my email address and my my code for Weverse. However, it says we may have sent a verification code to your email address. If you received it, please enter the 6-digit code to secure your tickets. And I keep refreshing, and I am not seeing anything whatsoever come through, which is a bit nerve-wracking already, as if I'm already nervous.
And ladies and gentlemen, what I'm actually referring to is, I thought at that time, whenever I was first trying to enter the queue, that they were going to send me a confirmation email. They were going to send you like I think it's like a 6-digit code that you were going to input that would then put you into the queue. I thought this was something you were going to get now. I had previously already gotten this email the day I had submitted the application and all that crap. I don't know if this happened to everybody else, but I actually got this confirmation email like days prior, and that's the confirmation it was referring to. However, I kept refreshing for a code that I thought was going to be sent to me at that moment. And it was actually a confirmation code that was sent to me a few days prior, which threw me off right off the bat. And again, as you can tell, I am definitely freaking out.
I got it just now. It says I'm in the waiting room. So that took a little bit longer than I wanted to, unfortunately. So it just randomly came in at a particular time. And actually, they sent a verification code a long time ago. Like you know what's weird is they were referring to a verification code that they sent about almost 2 weeks ago or a week and a half ago when you did the application process. I'm currently in the waiting room, so I am sitting here, and we're just gonna see where it goes from here. I'm just gonna sit. I'm sitting. That took a little bit longer than I wanted to. I got it in at about 3 minutes into the waiting room. I think it's interesting that at the bottom of the screen it says SeatGeek uses best in-class bot detection to make sure that you get the tickets and the bots don't. I will say that already on TikTok, I've already seen that other people are already alerting other people that they are already selling their tickets. You knew there were going to be resellers going to be pretty active this go around. You definitely knew it. You saw it coming. I don't know how much they're charging. I think it's curious, even if we get tickets, because if we don't get tickets, that's what we'll be looking for, is resale, unfortunately. But if we do get tickets, I am curious to see and go and check later what the resale value is right now for a pretty decent seat, as opposed to maybe the nosebleeds, to on the floor, what people are reselling for, because I can only imagine those resale prices being absolutely outrageous and ridiculous. So hopefully we don't have to get there. I was told not to touch anything. Once I'm in the waiting room, don't refresh the screen, don't do anything. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do, is not do anything. I'm just gonna sit here and just wait, and we'll see.
Now, I think this is something I definitely have to talk about as well, because I've kind of seen both sides. Martin, for future reference, should I refresh the screen or should I not? Well, I've seen both sides of this. Some people are going to tell you yes, some people are going to tell you no. I've seen people who have refreshed the screen accidentally, or have refreshed it hoping it would give them a better chance, and it actually kind of pushed them even further in the back of the line. It's like the page is being reopened again for the first time. And then on the other half, I've seen people who have gotten lucky, who have refreshed the page and they jump the line completely and get straight into the part where you can see what's available ticket-wise and buy your tickets. So I'm not going to tell you to do either. However, it was me, I would tell you this entire process, I did not refresh the screen once. Maybe that was a good thing, maybe that was a bad thing. From my experiences and from what people have told me and all my beautiful subscribers, most of them will tell you not to refresh the screen. And they're the ones I listen to. They're the smart ones. I'm still learning. And so that's what I did. I didn't refresh the screen. I didn't even touch it until it was time for everything, and I was checking multiple tabs to see where my place in line was, and or if I was already in the part to buy tickets, but I didn't refresh. The rest is up to you at this point.
Alrighty, also just sitting here watching some TikToks. Looks like it is currently 2:28 right now. It still says you're in the waiting room. The on sale has not started. When the on sale begins, you will automatically be placed into the queue. This ensures fair access to tickets for everyone. Thank you for your patience. I think it's crazy. Even on TikTok, I've seen people get number one. That's wild. Imagine getting BTS tickets and you were number one in the queue. That is absolutely crazy. That might, I don't know. I don't think that kind of luck will ever find me, but I hope it finds me today, and hopefully some of y'all getting tickets as well. So as of right now, it currently just turned 2:30 and it still says you're in the waiting room. So I imagine at 3 o'clock when it officially opens, the queue then will start. So got 30 minutes left. We're just gonna sit here and watch some more TikToks and just wait until 3 o'clock.
Now, me personally, I just want to say that I don't really truly think it matters at what time you enter the waiting room, because it takes everybody that's in the waiting room when the queue does officially start. For instance, the waiting room started at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. The queue, or getting put into the queue, actually starts at 3 p.m. It takes anybody who's in the waiting room and kind of just randomizes, throws you into random spots in line at 3 p.m. I got in at 2:03, and somehow I think I was caught just in the back of the line. It's kind of just luck of the draw at this point, but I will say that so many people were trying to fight their way in to even get into the waiting room. Again, that orange bar we were talking about earlier with SeatGeek, in order to get into the waiting room, you first had to get past the loading screen, which was that orange bar. And so many people were trying to get in that their orange bar didn't even move. And this isn't even the orange bar that is needed to get tickets when you're in the queue and in line. So if you could get in as early as possible, sure, go ahead. That way you're not the one stuck trying to get your way into the waiting room. However, I don't think it matters truly, in my opinion. I could be wrong about when you exactly get into the waiting room, because at 3 p.m. or when it's time to queue up, it's going to randomize everybody and you just get put in wherever you get put at, honestly. So somebody else may have a different opinion. Me personally, I don't think it matters. Just moving forward, I'm getting into that waiting room as early as possible. If it opens at 2, I'm planning on getting in at no later than 2:05. So that's just me personally.
Alright, y'all, we have about 5 minutes now and counting, so we're getting close. Again, just sitting here watching some TikToks, but I wanted to say something prior to us getting put into the queue and hopefully getting us some BTS tickets. I want to say I appreciate everybody who's been here on this journey of mine. There are some of y'all who have been here since I had just a few hundred subscribers, and now here we are, I think a little over 13,000. So I just want to say I appreciate every single each one of you. We grow the Level Up family you know, little by little every single day, and I appreciate having all of you along for the journey, giving me tips, tricks, and helping your boy out along the way, because without you guys, I definitely would be struggling in this journey. BTS is just too smart at times for me, and I need your guys' help a lot along the way. So I do love and appreciate every single each and one of you. Just kind of wanted to say that prior to us getting in, we got just a little under 4 minutes. I know that this is going to be a bit delayed, but I do wish all of you guys good luck. I just put a message out on YouTube. I hope you guys have really good luck securing the tickets, that you're able to do so. And then moving forward as well, I hope you guys get good pricing on hotels, because it's going to be a bit of a struggle. Get good pricing on, you know, traveling as far as renting a vehicle or flying. And you know, I wish you all love and just a safe trip for everybody moving forward, as far as like going to see BTS and getting the tickets and everything all the way up until the event, right? So, and then I want to, you know, thank BTS for allowing me to even be here, right? If it wasn't for them, you know, finding me in a part of my life when I needed them most, I wouldn't have met all of you beautiful people. I wouldn't have been introduced to the beautiful people of BTS, and especially their music that has definitely, you know, gone a long way for me in healing me at times, getting me out of some dark places when I needed the most. So again, I appreciate every single each one of you. We got less than 3 minutes, so I'm excited. Let's enter the queue.
And ladies and gentlemen, this is where hell started. For me.
Okay, let's go. God, I'm nervous, man. I hate getting nervous. I hate how it makes my stomach feel, how it makes my chest feel. I can't stop moving. I'm fidgety. It's exciting yet scary at the same time. I do not like being nervous. We got just a couple of seconds now before 3 o'clock. Here we go. It is currently now 3 o'clock. I'm not touching anything. I'm just gonna leave it alone and hopefully let fate do what it needs to do. It keeps on refreshing itself like every 5 minutes or so or something like that. So it'll refresh here in just a moment. And I'm currently in line. It doesn't say where, it just has like the little line, doesn't tell you what place you're in. You just have the little line that shows that you are indeed in the queue. So we're just waiting now and we'll see what happens. I did see a couple of people on TikTok say they were in the queue for like 45 minutes. Hopefully that's not my kind of luck today.
Now, at this moment, I can clarify, I indeed did not have to wait in the queue for 40 to 45 minutes. That would have been better. Your boy waited in the queue for almost an hour and a half. How tickets were even still on sale when I got in, I have no goddamn idea. Your boy entered the queue at about 3, and I didn't enter the room to buy tickets until about 4:22.
I bet you I got like a horrible number. The line's not budging. Starting to get a little bit nervous here. God, was I that far in the back? Being probably one of the first ones into the waiting room. I'm still in line, everybody. My orange line is not moving anywhere. I mean, it is just literally staying in one spot. It will not move. I'm hanging on. I'm trying my best. As best as I guess as I really can, but we're just waiting still. But I'm not even at this point. People have, see there at AutoFresh, people have checked out, and it has not even moved. I would say at least a couple thousand of these tickets have been bought already, and it's not moving at all.
Now, like I said earlier, you guys have prepared me for this day coming. And it's not that I didn't believe you. I just, even though with all the warnings, I didn't know what I was still getting myself into. And let me just say at this point, I am losing all hope here. Any hope that I had at this point, we've made it into about an hour and 15 minutes into the queue. Any hope that I did have is almost completely out the door, and I just get flustered easily. I'm sure all of you were as well, especially if you didn't get tickets. I'm sure you were not only upset throughout the entirety of the thing, but also afterwards just completely just torn at the fact that you can't even go see BTS and or didn't get tickets, because resale, like we'll get into probably in a different video, was absolutely insane. We may do that into this video, but this video is already long. I may do a separate video. I'm not exactly sure, but at this point, I'm starting to give up hope. Now, something that you didn't see is around 3:12. I actually got a little bit lucky. At 3:12, I saw that my line hadn't even budged, not even a little bit. I know it's only been 12 minutes, but my line, looking at my monitor, hadn't even budged at all. I decided to take my phone out, and at this moment, at 3:12 p.m., 12 minutes into the queue, I decided, let me go ahead and get into the queue for Sunday, August 16th. If I have the footage, I will insert it, but I actually think this is at the point that my camera died, so I had to switch in the battery really quickly. So any footage that you're seeing is something wonderful actually happening, not on my PC for August 15th, but on my phone 12 minutes into the queue when I decided to get in on August 16th is something now starting to happen.
Somebody bought him.
우린 호기롭게 shout 던져봐 세상 갇혀 sound Don't wanna die but so much pain Too much crime 속 묻어지는 칼라 We were only 7
Oh my god, dude.
But we have you on 내 고백을 몇번 뒤에 이렇게 못 잡은 손끝에 Yeah, we got to heaven 내게 눈을 감자 우린 답이 없어 anymore We are together Yeah, we have you 누가 우리 맞죠 누가 나만 곁
And ladies and gentlemen, that's kind of my experience. It was a bit of a roller coaster, up and down. Now we are going to be doing a separate video where I talk about everything after being able to get BTS tickets, as far as, you know, resale, my thoughts and opinions on some of the things that I'm seeing on TikTok and some of the scalpers and their prices that they are doing for resale. I mean, everything that there is to talk about regarding after obtaining BTS tickets, I want to do in a separate video. And I also want this because I want to get some of your guys' comments in the comment section down below. That way I can add some topics and stuff like that into the next video. Now, a little story before I go is when I actually bought the tickets, the reason it's been taking a little while for me to get this video out is because when I first bought the tickets, I noticed that, I don't know if I was the only one that noticed this, but there were lots of seats in Arlington in the venue with handicap signs on them. I'm assuming for those that maybe have wheelchairs and or canes or maybe a bit disabled or have a disability, whatever the case may be. I noticed a lot of seats, they were marked with a specific logo for these specific people who attend these events. When I first bought my ticket, I didn't see nothing wrong with it. I got my confirmation email. However, when I got the notification in Ticketmaster regarding my seats, it said that the seats were semi-ambulatory seats. They weren't your general seats. They were for semi-ambulatory. And this kind of pertains to those specific people that we were talking about, those who need it, those who need the additional legroom and or wider seats because they have a wheelchair or they are a bit elderly and need help with being able to be a little bit more mobile, right? Whatever the case may be, when I first saw this, I thought this seat was only for them. I was freaking out, okay? And this is me purchasing the tickets ahead of time and then wondering, holy crap, do I need to purchase tickets on Saturday? I was freaking the hell out. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I tried calling SeatGeek. They told me to call Arlington and the AT&T Stadium and discuss the issue with them. I called Thursday, didn't get a response from them. I called Friday during business hours, did not get a response. And unfortunately, they are closed over the weekend when the general ticket selling was supposed to be taking place. I finally called today and was able to get a hold of somebody who did inform me and sent me a confirmation email informing me that my seats are for general use, not just for these particular people. And that's what I was a bit worried about. If I had taken seats that could have gone to somebody who needs those seats, I would have been very upset with myself for not noticing this. However, the lady that I spoke with did inform me that this is optional for people who need that additional legroom and or wider seats. And as far as the wheelchair issue, the aisles to get to your seat are just a bit wider than your normal like lane to get to the seats because in case somebody has a wheelchair and or a cane, it provides easier access to be able to walk up and down the stairs to get you to your seat. So I was freaking out about that. I'm not sure if that was something to freak out about truly, but when I did see it, it did raise concern. And then of course, Mr. Google, as he always does, scares the living hell out of me, doesn't exactly provide you with the most accurate information. But what I was reading was I had pretty much screwed up. And the lady that I had talked to at AT&T Stadium had informed me that this wasn't the case at all. So I did want to inform you guys, this is why the video took so long to get out. I know it made sound a little bit silly, maybe even a bit stupid, because Martin, why are you freaking out over that issue? I'm sure everything was fine. I just needed to make sure before I actually made the announcement that I had actually gotten tickets. But this was my entire video of me getting tickets. I know it was a bit longer than it should have been, but I will be coming out with a separate video tomorrow to discuss and or maybe go live to discuss my issues and or questions and or concerns regarding all the things that took place after I had obtained my tickets. So that's going to go to do right there. Hope you guys enjoyed. Do me a big favor. Go ahead and hit that like button, comment down below. And if you're new to the channel, welcome Army to the Level Up family. Subscribe, as all these things help with the channel moving forward. And until next time, peace.